Guys, in this video we're going to fix my DHK Maximus. Want to make some extra cash so you can buy more toys, quit your job, go on more holidays, or maybe build a monster truck? I've got you covered. Check out my course in the description and I'll show you how to make 100k profit a year. I don't know if you saw the skate park video where we durability tested it. I gave it as much abuse as I could, and on the last jump it landed upside down and it broke the shock tower mount off of the differential. So luckily the parts for this car are dirt cheap. I've got the whole entire differential here because the parts are so cheap, it's just going to make it easier to fix. Alright, let's crack on. By the way, I'm going to put a link to this car down below. Subscribe! By the way, this is the first time me working on one of these cars, so forgive me if I'm doing it a little bit wrong. I'll tell you what I am impressed about is how straight the chassis still is. A lot of cars with aluminium chassis, the chassis bend relatively easily, and this thing took quite a few nasty hits at the skate park. I'm going to put a link up here to where we took it to the skate park, but look at that, guys. Absolutely perfectly flat. Now here is a chassis which came from my Armour Creighton, and if we have a look at this chassis, oh dear. Now one thing that I do like doing, especially when there's a lot of different size screws, is to put the parts back on as they come off. Then that way we can't really forget where they go. Now I'm going to be super duper careful doing these up, because these power tools have got so much power that one little slip and you can easily round the screw head off, or more likely you can strip the thread. So I always do it up most of the way and then I come in and do the last little bit up by hand. So these screws here, I'm actually going to use this ball-headed Allen driver. The reason for that is that we have to come in here at a slight angle. I mean, I could remove the bumper altogether and get in there a little bit sort of more shallow, but it's still... Oh, actually, no, it's got holes there. It's got holes there, so if I take the bumper off... Yeah, I'll take the bumper off. Yeah, forget that, guys. As I said, first time doing this. I mean, these ball-ended Allen keys are good, but they do have a habit of rounding off screws. So now we can come in there through the holes and attack these at the proper angle. So we're learning new stuff every single day. You never know it all. The minute you think you know it all, it's the minute you stop learning. And that is the minute that you paralyse yourself in order to improve on any aspect in life. Be it friendship, be it wealth, be it happiness. Alright, so that off. This off. Pull the pins out. Slide the new one in place. Actually, my buddy Spike built me this little hammer, look. And the great thing is with this, is because it's made out of softer metal than this, is when you hit these pins, you're not going to bend the pin. If I was to hit this with a normal hammer, it's got relatively the same, sort of roughly the same hardness. And you're going to have a good chance of mushrooming that head over, as what happens with hole punches and chisels and stuff. As you keep hitting on them, you kind of mushroom over the end. So with the hammer being softer than the pin that we're hitting, that's not going to happen. So I'm going to put a link to Spike's channel down below where he actually made this hammer if you're interested, if you want to make yourself one. Next, we got the shock tower. I should have maybe fitted that first, because now the bumper's slightly in the way, but oh well, we'll do that next time. Alright, so now this part here is all back in one piece. We can mate it back up to the chassis. Boom, we're done. There you have it, everything back together. No tools went flying. The repair was relatively easy. So a couple of things that a couple of little gripes I got with this truck. First of all, the screws here, especially the smaller ones, they feel like they could round off relatively easily. Not the actual thread inside the plastic, but the actual Allen head itself it does feel like it's got a bit of play in there, and it feels like if you kind of went for it a little bit too hard, that could possibly slip off. I haven't stripped off any yet, but it does feel a little bit soft. The other gripe is it's not really such a gripe, because as with all budget RC cars, they kind of got to skimp a little bit on the electric sometimes. And on this one here, the steering servo, even though it's adequate, even though it does work, personally, I'd like to see something with a little bit more torque. You know, when you're going fast, it tends to be a little bit wallowy. You know, it's a little bit harder than some cars to keep in a straight line, because I think that's probably due to the servo not really being that strong. One more job I've got to do before I forget. I've got to undo these screws under here. We'll quickly do that now, and then we can remesh that motor. One little trick that you can do when meshing motors, especially with something like this, where it's a little bit tricky to mesh it, is if you get a piece of paper and you put that between the two gears, wind that in like that. Then, if we flip it back over, you can just push the motor all the way up to the mesh, do up the screws, and 9 times out of 10, that's going to be the perfect mesh. Lovely. Back in action, guys. You've got to admit, though, it is an epic looking truck. We're definitely going to bring this out again on this channel soon. Maybe next time we'll take it out in some nice and sloppy mud. So, guys, quick and short video. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments, do you like these wrenching videos? Some people do, some people don't. Let me know what you think. Do you want me to do more wrenching videos? Do you want me to do less? Just leave it as it is. Let me know in the comments. But anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, smash that bell button to stay notified. Also, guys, I'm getting a lot of comments these days, and people say to me, oh, you're not responding to my comments. As much as I would love to respond to every single one of your comments, there's too many. It's impossible for me to answer them all. I've got Facebook, Instagram, emails, YouTube. It's just too much. I just simply cannot keep up. So what I'll do is when I upload, I'll sit at my computer for about half an hour, and I'll sit there and I'll answer as many messages as I possibly can in that time. So best time, if you want me to answer any of your messages, is to get me while I'm sitting there at my PC. And if you hit that notification bell, that's going to let you guys know when I'm at my computer, and when you can fire away your questions, when I can be there to answer them. Now, sometimes I'll sit there at other random times and get through some comments and stuff and interact with you guys, because I really do enjoy reading the comments. I love speaking with you guys. I love hearing your ideas. The whole YouTube game, I love it. I love the filming, I love the editing, I love going out with friends playing, I love chatting with you guys. Absolutely love the whole entire process. As I said, guys, thumbs up, subscribe, bell button. See you soon. Bye.